Hey, so this will be a few different parts video. I went ahead and reserved this room because I have a roommate and I'm like, I don't want to do like, what was it, videos if my roommate is back. I mean, like, yeah, as you know, I don't normally do videos with other people, so yeah. But yeah, I'm excited. I'll be auditioning, and not for like the part, but I'm excited just to audition. So what I plan on doing is basically going through the script. The teacher went ahead and gave us the script, and so I'll be reading it. I personally, I would like a small part. There's one scene, or not scene, there's one person who's actually like an alcoholic, and I'm like, really? I want to be, okay, that maybe not. So what happens is that she's, I guess, a mild alcoholic, and then her son dies or is killed. And after he's killed, she becomes an even worse alcoholic. So I'm like, that sounds like so much fun. I guess in terms of like it being a complicated character almost. Yeah. I just from what I read on Wikipedia, what I'll have to do is go ahead and actually read it, like read the play. And I was told, like, basically don't watch it. Of course, like you don't want to take on the characteristics of those people that you see in the movies and such. But in my case, I'm like, I want to go ahead and like read it and then be a complicated character. From what I understand, the main girl who's like a psychopath or a sociopath, she's a girl. She's a 10-year-old girl. And in my case, I look older than 10. So, but I am interested in being, playing like one of the mom characters. I think that'll be loads of fun. And just be like, yeah. Maybe a couple different characters. I don't know. But overall, I think, for me personally, anyways, I think it'll be fun. I think I'm going to go ahead and give it my all on it. So yeah. Oh yeah, down the back of the library, I saw some kids or teenagers basically, like sitting in the chairs and being pushed and rolled around. I'm like, that looks like so much fun. And I asked the librarian, is that okay? And she's like, I'm just one person, and like they're having fun. And she's like, no, I'm not gonna say anything. I was like, no, I want to do that. And then I was like, you want me to like push you around in the chair? Because her, like, yeah, she's like, yeah. So she went ahead and brought her chair out from behind the desk, and I pushed her a couple of times. And then she's like, all right, stop. I was like, okay. I'm excited for her. She actually, so I never thought this would happen. So she has I think they met online. And they've been in a long distance relationship over 5 years. And he has lived with his family, I think, like 4 years out of the 5. And so I'm like, yeah, I can't, like, he's been with the family. It's been 5 years. He lives actually in the islands. So, you know, where I was planning on moving to, possibly, even for a seasonal job. Well, he lives over there. And she was like talking with him about what was going on and such. And I was like, you know what? Honestly, I'm thinking, I didn't tell her this, but I'm thinking, I realized like square, 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 broken, and then straight. So straight, straight, and then squares. Straight, squares. So, yeah. I think all of it needs to be fixed. Maybe all of it needs to be straight, no squares. It looks as though somebody basically pushed the chair back to the point that it hit the wall. So anyways, yeah. But yeah, so they play. Oh yeah, so I pushed her around a little bit. But yeah, I'm excited about the play. Basal auditions happen next week. the teacher will be telling us what scenes. So I think usually it was like cold scenes where it's like, okay, go ahead and play the scene right here and now. But this time she's going to tell us what scenes to go ahead and rehearse for, to audition for. So what I plan on doing is basically auditioning for like whatever scene, and a part of me wants to play like the alcoholic mom or something, some kind of complicated character that might be hard to do. That's yeah. I simply because I'm like, I know I can do it. I want to do it. Basically, I think that'll be loads of fun. So yeah, and then I also talked to the writing center, the lady in charge of the writing center, and basically explained to her that, hey, okay, let's go ahead and set up the hours. And so I'm working like 5.5 hours. And then that is for next week. And then we'll probably adjust as we go on. And I'm like, around the play, let's probably even fewer hours. So maybe like Tuesday and Thursday, and that's it. Maybe not even Tuesday. But I did tell her, like, this is the day of the play, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to actually do anything, basically. But I know around that time yeah. I was like, when are midterms? And she let me know. I was like, okay, so maybe a few extra hours around midterms. So I think last semester I did around 10 hours, and then this semester, like for some of the weeks, we're doing about 5.5. Come midterms, I'll probably do like maybe 7 or so to help out other students. And then after midterms, or it might even be 8 hours, I don't know yet. After midterms, go ahead and switch from those 8 hours down to like during the play or a couple weeks before the play, switch down from 8 down to like 3-4 hours. So that way, like, it's based upon what I can do, and then while still helping out students from time to time. So yeah, it should be interesting. Yeah, I think next week I was like, yeah, Wednesday I'll be coming in at 9 a.m. So that way it gives me time for breakfast, and then 9 a.m. until like 10:30. And then after that, go over to the theater and do stagecraft. And then after that, it'll be lunch and then rehearsals and such. So yeah, I'm excited. I really, really am, just to like play these different, or attempt to play these parts and such. So yeah, I'm kind of excited about it. So yeah, just being able to have fun and such. So yeah. And yeah. So that's, I think, 4 hours. Last I checked on my schedule. No, so I'm not technically in rehearsals yet. I'm not in that class yet, so yeah, I'm gonna have to ask the teacher about it, but I'll see her not tomorrow, but Thursday. So yeah. I'm excited. Should be fun and interesting, and yeah, all that jazz. What else? Oh yeah, I will have to admit, your cousin looks a lot like his dad. I think it's a cool thing, especially when kids look a lot like their parents. So yeah. And then also, I really hope that things go well with your sibling and the thing that's happening soon. I think it's this weekend. It could be a different weekend. I think it is this weekend. But yeah, I hope things go well. Yeah, I know sometimes, like, I might be like, oh man, like nobody showed up. And I remember one time, there's actually been a couple times where basically whenever I worked at the trampoline park, people will plan a party and they'll spend like for the party, it's like $200, for example. They'll plan a party and they'll get all the decorations. They'll plan for a professional planner and everything. And so they'll spend $200 just for the party, and then $100 at least for the decorator, maybe 150. And then what ends up happening is that like nobody shows up, like literally no one shows up. And so I remember at the last state that I lived at for a year and a half, basically one of the kids, nobody showed up. Maybe one person, but no, I don't think anybody showed up. And one of the workers made a comment and was like, basically I would be embarrassed, like right there in front of the family and such. I would be embarrassed if like nobody showed up. And I'm like, quiet, like we know it's bad. We all know it's bad. The family knows it's bad. They just spent $100 for this trampoline park and nobody showed up. And so like, whenever I noticed, wow, nobody's here, I told all the employees, hey, listen, nobody showed up. We're going to go ahead and sing happy birthday. And so we went ahead and basically sang happy birthday to the kid and like just had fun, basically. We went ahead and sang happy birthday and like were really exuberant and excited for the kid because like the parents were hoping, the family was hoping that people would show up and nobody showed up. And it's like, oh, I'm so sorry about that. So yeah, what did I learn from that? Make the most of even situations where like nobody shows up. So yeah. But yeah, overall, I hope it's fun and that basically your sibling is able to make it fun, and enjoy life or enjoy that time that they have overall. So I hope that ends up happening. So yeah, I think that's really about it. For now. Yeah. Anyways, I will talk to you later. Hope you have a great day. I'll make another video shortly, and let me know if there's anything else you want to talk about, and I will respond, yeah, as soon as I can. So yeah. Itchy throat. But yeah, bye. Love you.